Well, we have a story now you'll want to hear if you or someone you know is expecting a baby. It is about a rare but fatal condition that can happen to newborns at birth. A routine test could be enough to detect it. Joining me now is our Michael and Amanda Kersnarek, a Toronto couple whose newborn died from Vasa Previa, and who are part of a campaign to make testing for it mandatory. Thank you both very much for coming in. Mike, maybe I can begin with you. Can you just explain what Vasa Previa is?
Sure. Vasa Previa is a condition that happens in about 1 in 2,500 pregnancies based on the latest research that is available in the global community. And basically, it's a condition where at the onset of labor, the baby's blood vessels, the umbilical cord blood vessels will get severed and the baby will lose its blood supply. As you can see in the photo on the screen right now at the bottom there, those are the blood vessels, and that baby can't come out through the bottom unless those blood vessels are severed. So it's a guaranteed death, over 95% mortality rate for this.
Over 95%, once this happens. Mortality. So essentially things get mixed around inside. Is there a way to deal with this if doctors know it's happening?
Absolutely. If it is detected, there are recommended guidelines, which the most important of which is a cesarean section before the onset of labor. The latest data shows that cesarean section should happen about 35 weeks, or as soon as the baby's lung maturity allows that baby to be born.
So it can sustain itself outside.
Exactly, exactly.
Amanda, how easy is it to detect this?
They may have a little bit of difficulty looking for it because it's not that easy, but it's just basically training the technicians that do these ultrasounds.
So you pick this up on an ultrasound, on any kind of ultrasound?
No, they would need to use the color doppler ultrasound. The color allows them to see blood flow, and what we're looking for, if you recall that photo, they would want to see whether there's blood flow along the bottom part of the uterus. This means that the baby can't come out safely without rupturing these vessels. And is pretty much guaranteed this death. This technology exists in your regular ultrasound facilities throughout Canada, and it's something that could be done at the routine scans that are already done during that time.
Amanda, what did you know about Vasa Previa prior to your labor in July?
We actually knew nothing about it. We did a lot of research throughout the pregnancy, and that was the first time we ever heard about it. So we were quite shocked that throughout our research we didn't run into it at all.
Nobody told you?
No, not at all.
Once you found out after your baby died, what reaction did you have to knowing that this could have been picked up on an ultrasound?
Right, it was quite heartbreaking. I mean, throughout the pregnancy we were being told that the baby's healthy and that it would be a regular delivery, and it ended up being something totally different.
Mike, you say that this is easy or relatively easy to be picked up if you know what you're looking for on an ultrasound. So why isn't this done as a matter of routine?
That's a very good question, and it's a question we have for the body that sets these standards in Canada, the Society of Obstetricians and Gynecologists. They have ignored parents like ourselves and other parents in Canada who have had this loss and had tried to communicate with them. But based on the research that we have available to us, we don't understand why it's not done. And there are countries in the world that are working to make this a part of their regular testing. I can't speak for sure, but because I don't understand Dutch, but in the Netherlands, I believe it is a part of their protocol. The UK, United Kingdom, has just announced that they're going to be reviewing this.
So this sounds like even though it may be relatively easy to do, it sounds like it is still very much a cutting edge or developing idea that healthcare providers may not be fully aware of. Is that your sense?
That's absolutely correct. You asked us why we didn't know about it. The truth is actually that your average obstetrician, other than maybe being familiar with it from a a small chapter in his textbook during his education, that's the extent of their familiarity. And the problem lies in the fact that they're not aware of the new developments and how preventable this really is.
Amanda, you have had, both of you have had a tragic experience here. You've learned something from it. What would you like to say to new parents as they approach the birth of a child about this?
Well, we would both recommend to look into it, to research it, and to present it to their obstetrician and ask questions and get this test done. It's as easy as getting a colored ultrasound done and making sure that you don't have Vasa Previa.
All right. Good advice. I want to thank you both very much for coming in to talk to us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break. We have more ahead on CBC News Morning.